Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It finally feels like spring here in the Adirondacks. This is the second of two really nice days that we've had this week, minus the 4 inches of snow that we got the other day. But it finally feels like things are starting to warm up. Maybe there's some buds on the trees. I saw some in Glens Falls the other day. Today's practice is going to be just a salute to that, a salute to spring, a salute to the sun. So that means we'll be going through some sun salutations. We'll be taking a modified version, but if you have a strong vinyasa practice and want to amp it up a little bit, feel free to do that as well. And other than that, the oils in the diffuser today are bergamot, rose, and sandalwood. And we'll go ahead and get started. Please have 2 blocks available to you or one at the top of your mat. Okay guys, so I'm going to ask you to recline back flat on the mat and we'll start on our backs this morning. So coming into this position slowly and really just allowing yourself to be present with the feeling of settling down and absorbing your energy into the earth or the ground or whatever it is that's beneath you and supporting you. And as you shift your weight around, getting comfortable, aligning the body, really see and take some time to connect with your left side and your right side. For me, when I lay down, the right side of my pelvis tends to be lifted a little bit, so I need to make a little bit of adjustment in the hips until I can start to feel even on both sides. And for you, maybe that's up in the shoulders, or maybe even the way you place your hands on the mat. So I invite you just to take some time to observe and make those subtle shifts. We might not find a sense of complete balance, right? But it's okay. As long as we're trying to make those little adjustments, we'll find that the balance comes in time. And if you haven't already, you can begin to soften or close the eyes and tune in with the natural rhythm of your breath. And before we go too deep within here, take some time to think about your environment, the space around you. Whether you had time to set it up to be a welcoming yoga studio-esque environment, or maybe you just quickly rolled out your mat. There's dirty dishes in the sink. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Take some time to breathe in this space, the smells, the sounds, the feeling of the air. And when we leave this judgment behind, we can really start to be present. So really allowing ourselves to be within this space without worry. And slowly begin to deepen the breath, expanding the inhales, lengthening out the exhales. And once you find this nice pattern of deep breathing, maybe using that ujjayi breath to the back of the throat, I'd like you to continue this for 5 more rounds before finding your natural rhythm again. And with this deep breath, really just coming into the body, right? So feel the expansion. Where do you feel it? Obviously the belly, the front of the body, but maybe you can start to feel that oxygen entering the bloodstream down into the legs. And as you release the breath, feel the weight of the body, the weight of gravity, allowing you to settle down into the earth. Taking the last big inhale, this time we'll exhale through the mouth. with that long exhale, that's where we allow ourselves to become one with the space around us, putting a little bit of yourself, your own energy back into your environment. Return to your natural breath and take a moment, check in with your left side, check in with your right side. Maybe things feel a little more balanced. Maybe you feel more discrepancies, and that's okay too. Breathing and connecting. Slowly start to point and flex through the feet. Feel the stretch come in through the back of the legs. You can begin to roll your ankles around, roll the wrists around. On an inhale, reach and extend the arms up overhead. Exhale to soften. I'm going to join you down on my mat. Your next inhale, find that extension again. And as you exhale, keep the arms reaching up. Bring the left leg up into the air. As the left leg comes up, feel the low belly tuck in and the low back flatten to the floor. I'm pointing through the toes, but you could flex the feet if that feels better for you. So you'll notice in this position, with both legs up, it's easy to keep that low back flat to the floor. So we're engaging the core a little bit here to help us with that. So with the one leg lifted, one side of the back is going to want to pop up. So consciously rooting down. Feel the length of the spine, breathing. Arms are extended, but not too active through the arms. Breathe in. As we exhale, we're going to slowly lower that left leg. Try to keep the low back flat to the floor the whole way down. Really slow. Keep breathing. The closer you get to the mat, the harder it's going to be. Breathe through it. And once it reaches down, soften. Take a breath. Inhale, find a little bit of extension. Exhale, lifting that right leg, pointing or flexing the feet. Once the leg is at your capacity of extension, flatten the low back, tuck in the belly, feel the core turn on. You can relax the shoulders. Find the breath. Breathing in. Start the descent on an exhale. Nice and slow. Keep breathing. Keep the low back flattening. And then soften. Breathe. You can bring the arms back alongside the body. This time we are going to be lifting both legs, so we want a little bit of support from the palms face down on the mat. Breathe. Already begin to flatten the low back to the mat here before we lift the legs. And as we lift, you can take a soft bend to the knees. I try to keep the legs somewhat extended. And as the legs come up, try not to lift up through the tailbone. Root the hips down, flatten the belly, flatten the low back. And then notice if your shoulders are popping up. Try to ground them down so you can feel the shoulder girdle just flattening to the mat here. Really thinking about these points of contact. We'll take the hands to the outer thighs, knees, or calves, and we're going to open the legs fairly wide apart. Nice and slow though. We have the support here. We're not just dropping open to the side. We're not lifting the tailbone. And then once you've found the biggest part of your own stretch, just holding here, supporting the legs and the hands. Low back is flat to the mat. Feeling the outer hips turn on. You can flex the feet or point through the toes, but send that energy down and out through the legs. Shoulders are still flat to the mat. We're still breathing. As we begin to lift the legs back up, really engage into the core. Use the hands as a guide. Strong through the legs here as they come back up through center. Breathing. We're going to lower all the way down. Inhale. Begin the descent on the exhale. Really strong core, keeping that low back flat to the mat. And the legs are active here. Embrace the shaking. And then soften. Breathe. Knees floating into the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a squeeze. And rock from side to side. Find center. Let the arms fall open. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees to the right. So we can place a block under or between the legs here if they don't comfortably reach the floor. Ground down through the shoulders. Maybe look to the left. Moving through center with the inhale. Exhale, knees to the left. Moving the block if you need it. Maybe looking to the right. Inhale through center. And we'll plant the feet on the mat, setting up for bridge. Knees bent, reach the hands down toward the heels. Walk the shoulders down. Exhale, flatten your low back to the mat. Inhale, peel the hips up, rolling up through the spine and onto the shoulders. The back of the head can scoot toward the top of the mat a little bit here. Legs powering into the center. Tailbone is long. The gaze is straight up. Breathing in. Exhale, releasing down nice and slow, trying to reset the spine as we go. So inching down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then soften, take a breath. Go ahead, roll to one side, doesn't matter which. Use an inhale and the strength of your arms to press yourself up. We're going to come into a seated position. Taking the left hand to the mat beside you on an inhale, right reaches up and over for our side bend. Press away from the mat, active right fingertips to the side of the room. And today maybe we look just slightly up and over to the right, not craning or straining the neck, but just looking slightly upward. Up to the left, I'm sorry. Inhale, both hands reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. If it feels okay with the legs, reverse the cross of the feet. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, left hand up and over. And as we find that extension, pressing away from the mat, maybe we just turn and look slightly up to the right for real this time. So just off in the distance, the same way your fingertips are pointing. No strain through the neck. Inhale, both hands reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Go ahead, bring the legs out in front. Give them a nice little wiggle, waking up the limbs. And we'll draw the right foot in, inside or outside of the left knee. Left foot is flexed. Inhale for a tall spine. Exhale to twist to the right, hugging the knee to the chest. Starting the twist at the waist, using the breath to take you deeper, working your way up the spine. If it's within your practice, we can bring the left elbow to the outer right knee, feeling an extra squeeze into the center. Inhale and exhale. Right foot to the inner left knee. We'll let the knee fall open to the side. Move any flesh of the bottom out of the way so that you can feel those sit bones rooting back. We're going to take a fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, extend yourself forward, nose to toes, and then soften down. Hands can frame the leg. Maybe grab for the ankle or the foot. And as we start to deepen the fold here, try not to just let yourself round down. Try not to bring the nose to the knee. But even though we're folding deeply, bringing the belly to rest on the thighs, still think about getting the nose to the toes. You can relax the neck, but we want this extension through the spine, extension forward. Relax the right leg. Probably feeling a little bit of tension in that right hip, causing the knee to pop up. Take a couple breaths just to soften. And we can even have a soft bend to this left knee here. As we start to open up space, then we can focus on lengthening and straightening out. Staying in the fold, we're going to take both hands to the outer left leg, and we're going to twist into the center, so twisting to the right. As we do so, you're going to lift the right elbow and just take a little peek out underneath that right arm. It might be a big lift to the arm. Some of you, if it's within your practice, may be able to grab for those left toes and look underneath. So wherever you're at, feeling this right side body, this right waist really start to get a good stretch. Breathe and open up. Inhale. Exhale, untwist, folding down over that left leg once more. Extend the nose forward. Power up the belly on your next inhale, lifting the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment here and just observe. Observe the feeling in the back of the leg and observe the feeling in the right side of the waist. Just think about the space, maybe the sensation that has been arisen from that stretch we just did. And breathe just to start release. Let that energy dissipate through the body. And then slowly we'll extend the right leg. Give them a nice little shake. And we'll draw the left foot in, inside or outside of that right knee. Right foot is flexed. Inhale for a tall spine. Exhale, twisting to the left. Hug the knee in. Start the twist at the waist. And begin to move deeper. Option to bring the elbow to the outer knee. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, untwist. Left foot to the inner right knee. Let the knee fall open to the side. Right foot is still flexed, moving the sit bones back. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, extension and fold. Don't drop the head all the way, but relax the neck. Think nose to toes. Hands framing the leg, maybe the ankle or the foot. Soft bend to the knee to start. And then as we open up space, starting to go deeper, straightening the leg. Maybe finding more extension through the spine. And then thinking about creating that softness and release in this left hip here. Trying to relax the knee a little bit closer to the floor. Taking both hands to the outer right leg. We're going to start to turn our twist into the center. As we turn, we'll lift that left elbow. And again, the lift might be fairly high, stacking the arm over the ear. Or if it's within your practice, reaching for those toes. Really big stretch here, big twist, big opening in the left side of the waist. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale, untwist, folding down. Look forward, active belly. Inhale as we lift all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Sit with the sensation. Allow it to release. See what it feels like. And then we'll extend the left leg forward. Bring the hands just behind the bum, fingertips facing forward. Roll the shoulders down and back, just as though we were setting up for a staff pose. Then we're going to start to point the toes to the bottom of the mat, reverse plank. You probably know where we're going here. Big upper body stretch, big front of the body stretch. So start to root down your hands, grip the mat with your fingertips, shift your weight into the hands, and as we inhale, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips. And maybe we just hover here, trying not to lock the elbows. Maybe we really squeeze into the bum, lift the hips higher to bring the toes down. Again, trying not to lock the elbows, staying really strong into the arms. Breathing. You can come down at any point. We're going to take 3 more big breaths here. Inhale. With control, exhale and release. Bum down. Bring the hands forward and give them a good shake. And then we'll cross the legs. Bring the hands forward and step the knees back to table. We're going to stretch out the wrists, so circling up and around the hands. Because we're going to be doing some sun salutations today, we'll be in plank a few times. We'll stretch out the wrists a little bit more. Fingertips to the outer edges of the mat, wrists to the center line, and gently circle around. Fingertips to the center line, wrists to the long edges. And then fingertips flipping around to face the knees, wrists forward. This is too much to do both hands at once. Do one at a time. Just make sure both sides feel even before we move on. And then we'll bring the hands back to neutral, reverse all that stretching, come to the top of the left hand, gently circle. And shake it out. We'll move to the top of the right. And shake it out. Back in table. Inhale through cow. Exhale to cat. 2 more times. Inhale through table. Exhale, dip your hips to the left, look back at the left hip. Inhale, table. Exhale, dip your hips to the right, look back at the right hip. Inhale, table, just moving back and forth. Shifting, looking back. Center, shifting, looking back. One more time on each side. And center, tuck the toes, walk the hands a step or two in front, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back, belly pressing toward the thighs, pedal out the feet. And then find stillness here. Shake out the head, shake it out no, shake it out yes. And then we're going to walk the hands just a step or two back because we're going to take a little bit of a down dog twist here. Knees can be bent, heels can be lifted. Shift your weight into that right hand and start to look toward your right armpit. Really root that right hand down, drag the left hand back, and grab the outer right leg. Maybe the ankle, maybe the calf. Really strong in this right arm. Try not to lock the elbow. And we're just taking a little peek here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Left hand comes back. Even out your weight. Take a couple breaths here. Shifting your weight into that left hand. Slowly look under that left armpit. Dragging the right hand back toward that left leg. We'll grab the outer left leg. Trying not to lock the left elbow. And just taking a little peek under the arm. Inhale. Exhale, right hand forward. Breathe. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. And exhale, walk feet to hands. Folding over the feet, release the upper body, soften the knees. Grab opposite elbows and sway. Release the arms. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rolling up to stand. Big inhales, we round ourselves up. Arms come out and up overhead, looking up. Exhale, hands to the heart. 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Release the arms. We're going to be moving through 3 rounds of sun salutations. Excuse me while I adjust my mat. It likes to slide around. And I'm actually going to turn to face east, which is right outside my window here. You can see the beautiful sunshine coming in. So if you'd like to turn to face the sun, I invite you to do that also. Stepping to the top third of the mat. Finding mountain, lift and spread the toes. Neutralize the pelvis, tall spine, shoulders relaxed, fingertips active. Chin parallel to the floor. Really root yourself down. Find expansion through the upper body. Expansion through the breath and the strength within. On an inhale, arms will reach out to the side and up overhead. Exhale, soften the knees. We'll swan dive forward over the feet, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lower the knees, keeping the elbows tight to the body, lower the chest all the way down, flatten the tops of the feet. Inhale, press the feet down, hip bones down, coming up to cobra. Squeeze the elbows into the ribs as we lift. And exhale, release, tuck the toes. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms out to the side, press into the feet as you lift up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to move right into the next round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, diving down. Halfway lift. Fold, plant the hands. Inhale, step back. Breathe out, strong here. Inhale. Exhale to the belly, knees down, elbows tight. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down, tuck the toes. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, plank. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, knees down, all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Toes tucked. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top. Halfway lift. And fold. Reverse to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead and release, finding mountain. We're going to go through a little standing flow sequence, and then we're going to do 3 more sun salutations before we wind down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway lift. And fold, frame the left foot. Inhale, right foot steps back, and we ground the knee for the low lunge. So legs squeezing into the center. Together and in. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, soften the shoulders, press the hip bones forward. Feel slight squeeze to the glutes. Inhale, puff the chest up. Exhale, peel the arms back. Inhale, reach straight up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to take a little twist here. Power up those legs again. Breathe in. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee, stacking the hands in prayer, looking to the side. If this is too much, we can bring right hand to the left knee, left hand to the hip. If the hands are stacked, really root the elbow down into that leg. Look over the left shoulder if it's okay. Feel the belly engage, the strength of the legs, and the depth of your breath. Breathe in. Exhale, untwist nice and slow. We'll frame that left foot. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, lift the right knee, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, seal that right foot to the short side of the mat. We're going to take our left hand to the inner left foot, and you can place a block here. On an inhale, we'll reach and extend the right arm to the hip or all the way up to the ceiling. Side angle, root the back foot down. Feel the tail tuck and the low belly pull in. We're getting ready to come up to a warrior two. Strong legs, really turn the left glute on. Inhale, lifting the torso. Arms evening out to both sides. Make sure that left knee is not going past the ankle. On an inhale, straighten the left leg. Setting up for triangle. So a soft bend to the knee or strong quads. Inhale, reach the left hand forward. Exhale, hinge down, left hand to the block at the inner ankle, maybe the mat or the shin. Again, low belly's tucking in, tailbone is long. And we want to pull the torso back slightly to stack the shoulders. If you feel that right shoulder dipping towards the mat, take the hand to the hip and work on rolling the shoulder up and over to the side. Soft bend to the left knee. Strong legs as we inhale, lifting the torso up, straighten the left leg. Right hand comes down, left hand lifts. Reverse triangle. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into the front knee, even out the arms. We're going to heel toe the right foot in. Turn the toes forward, slow motion. Windmill the arms forward, framing that left foot. Runner's lunge, plant the hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, knees down all the way to the belly. Inhale through cobra. Exhale, down, tuck the toes. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift. And fold. Reverse swan dive up to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And release. Moving right into the other side. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Fold, frame the right foot. Inhale, left foot steps back. And we'll ground the left knee. Legs squeeze into the center. Inhale, arms reach up. Soften the shoulders, press the hip bones forward. Inhale, puff the chest up. Exhale, peeling the arms back, little back bend here. Squeeze slightly into the glutes and breathe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Power up the legs again. Breathing in. Exhale, left elbow to the right knee. Stacking the hands, pressing the elbow down, looking to the shoulder. Again, we can bring left hand to the knee, right hand to the hip if that's too much. Breathing in. Exhale, untwist. Framing the right foot. Tuck the left toes. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, left foot seals parallel to that short side of the mat. Sorry, I have my back to you. Right hand to the inner right ankle on the block or the mat. Inhale, left arm extends to the ceiling or to the hip, if that's within your practice. Low belly tucking in, tailbone lengthening toward that left heel. Press back into that left foot. Strong core, strong legs. Inhale as we come up to a warrior two. Even out the arms. Make sure this knee is stacking over the ankle and not going past. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Setting up for triangle. Strong front leg or soft bend to the knee. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hinging down, hand to the calf or the shin, the block, or to the mat. Feel the tail lengthen, long through the spine. And if that left shoulder is rounding forward, bring the hand to the hip and work on rolling it back, stacking it over the right. Strong legs. Soft bend to that right knee as we get ready to come up. Inhale, lifting. Left hand down. Right hand lifts. Right leg is straight. Reverse triangle. Breathing in. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into that right knee. We're going to heel toe the left foot in. Turn the left toes forward. Slow motion, windmill the arms to frame the right foot. Runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to end it off with 3 sun salutations. Release the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Stepping back to plank. Full breath here. Knees down, belly down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, down, tuck the toes. Table. Down dog. Look forward. Folding at the top. Halfway lift. And fold. Reverse dive up. Hands to the heart. Next 2 rounds without instruction. Hands to the heart. Last round, nice and slow. Meeting in mountain. 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Release the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart, bend into the knees to fold down. Plant the hands. Step back to high plank. Ground the knees to table. Ankles cross. Bring the bum back and down and the feet forward. We're going to get ready to wind down here. Our half boat position, tall spine. Breathe in. Exhale, pull the navel way back and round yourself down nice and slow. Breathing the whole way. Gently releasing the head, the arms and the legs. Take a big breath into the belly. Let it out with a sigh. Float the knees to the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and rock from side to side. From here, we'll find happy baby, grabbing the outer edges of the feet or ankles. Open the thighs wide around the ribs. Maybe rocking a little bit here as well. And then finding stillness, bring the soles of the feet together, keep the knees wide, lower the legs to the mat, and either supporting your legs and your hands, or maybe bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Melt the spine down and find your breath. Connect with the rhythm of your body. And start to release your arms to the side. Lift the right knee toward the ceiling and extend the right leg. We're going to slowly take the left foot to the inner right knee. Left hand to the knee. Breathe in. Lift the knee toward the ceiling. Right hand takes over, taking the outer left leg as we gently guide ourselves into a twist. Your knee does not have to reach the floor. Our hand is gently guiding the leg, not pulling it. Left hand can be relaxed to the side. Maybe we look to those left fingertips. Keeping the left shoulder rooting down. Inhale, move through center. Keep the left knee bent. Let it fall open to the side. Bend the right knee. Let it fall open to the side. Inhale, left knee to the ceiling. And extend the left leg. Right hand to the outer right knee. Press the foot to the inner left leg. Inhale, knee comes up. Left hand takes over. Right hand to the side. And exhale for the twist. Right shoulder grounded. Maybe we look to the right. Again, your knee does not have to reach the floor, and we're not yanking, pulling. We're gently guiding the leg to the side. Inhale through center. And release the right leg. Coming into Shavasana. If you need to make any little adjustments, movements, or stretches before you wind down, feel free to take a moment to do that now. Whenever you're ready, allow the shoulder blades to tuck under. Maybe widen the legs out a little bit. Allow the low back to soften. And then flip the palms to face the ceiling. Thinking again about these points of connection of our body to the earth, to our mats, to the floor, and the possibility for expansion all around us. Soften or close your eyes and start to go within. Notice how your natural rhythm of breath feels now as compared to when we began this class. There may be more room for depth. There may be more sensation, or perhaps you just feel more release. Slowly begin to build on this breath, just as we began our class, finding the expansion and the relaxation. We'll stay with it for 3 rounds. And with that last exhale, I invite you to release control altogether. Challenge yourself to truly submit to this final, most important posture of the practice. Gently allow your breath to deepen again and awareness to return to the body. Wiggle out the fingers and the toes. Rock the head gently from side to side. Once again, using an inhale, reach your arms up and overhead, lengthen everything out. Exhale, just release. Floating the knees to the chest one last time. Give yourself a big squeeze. And find those words of gratitude, of acceptance, and kindness just for yourself. Repeat them a few times in your head. And maybe there's a chance later in the day you can come back to them for just a simple, sweet reminder. Whenever you're ready, rolling to one side and making your way up to your most comfortable seated position. We'll bring the hands to the heart. And if you care to join me, we'll end our practice with a round of Om. Take a big breath in. Exhale all the stale air. One more inhale for Om. Thank you so much for joining me today and for all your continued support. I hope this day finds you healthy and well and happy, and I look forward to our next class. Namaste.